There is still much we don't know. The investigation must continue. Your cabin was searched. We found a note clearly indicating that you used Mrs. Doyle's money, formerly Miss Ridgway, for dubious investments.
Nonsense. I merely borrowed the money, as is my prerogative, and unfortunately the investments went awry. All I wanted was to help Lynette diversify her portfolio, but I felt guilty enough. I fully intended to recoup her losses, but such a sum isn't easily gathered at the snap of a finger.
Her death suits you then. You no longer need to repay anything, and Mr. Doyle being far easier to swindle than his late wife.
Careful, sir. Don't poke your mustache where it doesn't belong. Lynette was like part of my family. I swore to her father on his deathbed that I would look after her. How dare you insinuate that I would take advantage of the death of someone so dear to my heart?
I make no apologies. I'm simply following wherever my mustache leads me. We found quite an eclectic collection of items in your jewelry box.
You pawed through my jewelry box? How dare you?
No lead can be left unexamined, madame.
This is outrageous! Who do you think you are, you insignificant little French upstart?
I am a Belgian upstart, madame. Come now, calm yourself. This extreme situation calls for extreme measures. I apologize for any inconvenience caused. Mrs. Otterbourne, my associate found what was hidden in your typewriter. Your little secret.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. And besides, find me a person on this boat who doesn't have a little secret to hide.
What can you...
My mother and... I didn't hear anything except... It was stifling in our... I didn't stay long. I had no idea.
Are you absolutely sure you were just taking a walk?
What do you mean? Of course I'm sure.
Did you happen to go out on the starboard deck to throw something overboard?
But who claims to have seen me?
Miss Van Schuler and other passengers have confirmed hearing a splash at that time.
Miss Van Schuler, that old busybody? Maybe she heard a splash. I didn't.
She still refuses to admit anything. I need to know what was thrown overboard. There's only one thing left to do. Recover that sunken treasure. The steward, Tarek, might be able to help us. Excuse me. I need to fish something from the bottom of the river. Do you have a tool you could lend me? I am not sure what would work the best.
There's a clam rake in the ship's storeroom. It's a kind of rake with a net for collecting shellfish.
Ah, a clam rake. But of course. Thank you. I doubt Miss Royce has ever used one, but I expect she's a fast learner. With this, Miss Royce should be able to fish out what Miss Otterbourne threw in the water. I'm not really dressed for it these days. We found a hidden delivery list in a cryptex in your cabin.
Ah. Well, you know, conducting archaeological research isn't the most lucrative job. So, to make ends meet, I sometimes facilitate the transfer of certain works of small value from one hand to another.
Your offense.
I wouldn't put it that crudely. Call it what you will. I'm not proud of it, but without it, I couldn't fund my research, which I like to think is a benefit to my colleagues.
I see. Well, enjoy the view. I must concentrate on finding a murderer. I am not going fishing and damaging one of my best linen suits. Miss Royce isn't so careful in her wardrobe. I'm sure she will do it far better than I. You are hiding a peculiar photograph in your sewing machine. A picture of Mrs. Doyle's necklace, accompanied by an estimate of its value on the back.
Well, you are quite a little snooper. What conclusion do you make from this exciting discovery?
That you intended to steal Lynette Doyle's necklace, perhaps.
Unfortunately, the truth is not nearly so exciting. Who do you think gave me that photograph? Madame Doyle herself. She feared someone might indeed try to steal it. I was to take the photograph to the jeweler who crafted it to make a cheap duplicate when we returned to London.
Your explanation begs more questions than it answers. I believe I will leave this matter unresolved. For now. We found some photos of you and Mr. Doyle in your cabin.
Yes, I admit I still hope that he will come back to me. I don't want to lose those beautiful memories with him.
I understand. But be careful with the ghosts of the past. As comforting as they might be, they may only prevent us from moving forward.
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. But I can manage my life on my own.
It seems you enjoy playing at the casino, Mr. Doyle.
It's a pleasant vice, nothing more.
But alas, you don't seem to win much, judging by the few chips found in your cabin.
Well, what can I say? There's always tomorrow. To tell you the truth, I locked my low-value chips in that box to ward off bad luck. It was a friend who's a fortune teller who advised me to do that.
I didn't know you were superstitious.
I'm not really, but it doesn't hurt to try.
Miss Royce, I was looking for you.
I was looking for you too, Mr. Poirot. Time to share information? Let's go fishing for clues. Let's get started. It has been damaged by water. Not very interesting. Yuck. Oh, such an obvious hiding. Let's go fishing for clues. Disgusting. Digging through trash on a river bottom. I'm going to grit my teeth and just do it. Not my style. Not very interesting. Now this is more interesting. Looks like the fishing was good. And the stamp on the bag reads Karnak. This bag came from the boat. Now we need to find out where the bottles came from. I'd better see how Mr. Poirot is progressing.
Good idea to convene with Miss Royce.
Let's see what Mr.
Time for me to check in with Miss Royce.
These traces seem to match the bottles fished out. The bottles match the traces perfectly. It can't be a coincidence. The recovered bottles belong to either Salome or Rosalie Otterborn. What talent! It may be time to compare notes with Mr. Poirot.
We retrieved bottles of alcohol from the spot where you threw the bag. Are you still sure you don't want to amend your statement?
Oh, really? And if it had been a tire, would that have been mine too? I'm not responsible for everything people throw into the Nile.
What can you tell me about last night?
My mother and I went to bed around 11 o'clock. Rats! There I am again, securely tied to her apron. I didn't hear anything except some commotion near Dr. Bessner's cabin. It was stifling in our cabin. I couldn't sleep. Around 1 a.m., I went out on deck for some fresh air. I didn't stay long. I went back to sleep afterwards. I had no idea what had happened until this morning.
Please. I know what you've done.
What do you mean?
That's enough now. I know you threw your mother's liquor bottles into the water. Am I right?
Yes, you're quite right. I was a fool not to say so, I suppose. But I didn't want everyone to know. It would go all over the boat, and it seemed so silly. I mean, that I...
So silly that you should be suspected of committing a murder?
I've tried so hard to keep everyone from knowing. It isn't really her fault. She got discouraged. Her books didn't sell anymore. People are tired of all that cheap sex stuff. It hurt her. It hurt her dreadfully. And so she began to drink. For a long time, I didn't know why she was so weird. Then, when I found out, I tried to stop it. She'd be all right for a bit. And then suddenly, she'd start and there would be dreadful quarrels and rows with people. It was awful. I had always to be on the watch, to get her away, and then she began to dislike me for it. She's turned right against me. I think she almost hates me sometimes.
Pauvre petite.
Don't be sorry for me. Don't be kind. It's easier if you're not. I'm so tired. I'm so deadly tired.
I know.
People think I'm awful. Stuck up and cross and bad-tempered. I can't help it. I've forgotten how to be nice.
You have carried your burden by yourself too long.
It's a relief to talk about it. You've always been kind to me, Mr. Poirot. I'm afraid I've been rude to you often. Are you going to tell everyone?
No, it is not necessary. Just tell me what I want to know. Now tell me, mademoiselle. Miss Van Schuler saw you. Did you see her? She says that she looked out of the door of her cabin.
I don't think I should have seen her. I just looked along the deck and then out to the river.
Did you see anyone at all when you looked down the deck?
No, I saw nobody.
I thought the splash heard by several witnesses was the murderer disposing of the revolver. But it was only Rosalie Otterborn throwing away evidence of her mother's alcoholism. It explains one mystery, but it is doubtful it helps identify the murderer. Certain pieces of the puzzle are now in place. It's clear that Rosalie must have seen Tim when he came in or out of Lynette's cabin with the necklace. I must confront them. Thank you all for coming.
Anything I can do?
In a sense, perhaps, what I really require is for you to listen.
Certainly. I'm the world's best listener. Can be relied on to say ooh at the right moments.
That is very satisfactory. Ooh would be very expressive. Eh bien, let us begin. We found Lynette Doyle's real pearl necklace in your cabin. There's no doubt. You are the thief.
I suspected you had found the necklace, seeing as you allowed everyone to return to their cabins.
Let me continue. During my investigation with Mrs. Leach, the victim's bracelet was also stolen and replaced with a fake. You were one of my 3 suspects. So given the circumstances and the identical MO, it had to be you who stole Mrs. Leach's bracelet.
But that's not all. You have an accomplice, your cousin, Joanna Southwood. She identifies the jewelry to be stolen at social events, has a fake made, and sends it to you in a hollow book, which is never suspected by customs. Your cousin was a good friend of Lynette Doyle, so it was easy for her to identify and perhaps even borrow the famous pearl necklace, so it could be duplicated.
You are the one who handles swapping the real for the fake jewelry. Your plan was perfect because you could prove you didn't know the victim or the existence of the jewelry.
You win. It's been a good game, but it's over at last. There's nothing for it now, I suppose, but to take my medicine.
Do you realize that you were seen last night?
Seen?
Yes. On the night that Lynette Doyle died, Miss Rosalie Otterborn saw you leaving Mrs. Doyle's cabin just after 1 in the morning.
Rosalie, you saw me?
But she didn't say anything. It was my little grey cells that deduced it.
Why wouldn't you say you had seen me last night?
I thought they might suspect you. I couldn't believe that you'd kill anyone.
No, I'm not the strong stuff murderers are made of. I'm only a miserable sneak thief.
Don't say that. But why did you do it? You, who has everything.
Oh, I don't know. Boredom, laziness, the fun of the thing. A much more exciting way of earning a living than just sitting at a miserable desk all day translating texts. Rosalie, would you... You know what I mean? Would you always despise me and throw it in my teeth?
Well, there are things you could throw in my teeth, too.
Rosalie, darling.
That's very sweet. But there is a very good case against you, Mr. Allerton. I wanted you to realize that.
It wasn't I who killed her, I swear! I've been in the most awful stew. To have chosen that night of all others... God, it's been awful.
If there's something that could help your case, now's the time to say it.
It might be insignificant, but when you asked if I heard anything, I lied. I did hear a splash.
Yes, we already know. Rosalie was responsible for that noise at 1:10 a.m.
No, it was much earlier. At 12:26 a.m. I was waiting in my cabin for the right moment to move, and I checked the time, and it was toward the bow, no doubt.
What? But that changes everything. Not now.
Sir, come quickly. There's been another death. The saloon.
But no. It cannot be. Jane, come with me. You two stay here. I still have questions.
This is horrible. I don't understand. She was reading there just 10 minutes ago. I stepped out and when I came back, I found her like this.
Step away from the body. Touch nothing. I need to inspect. A thin weapon, very sharp, has slit the throat, possibly a scalpel. A torn piece of a $100 note in her hand. A ribbon for bundling stacks of notes. There must have been $10,000 here at least, but the money is missing. A telegram used as a bookmark. I can already say that Louise Bourget had her throat cut with a sharp object. The $100 notes are nowhere to be seen. And this telegram with a coded message: potato, dress, cradle, 32, beetroot.
Potato? Dress? But I know this code. It's the same as the one I found in Mallorca and Cairo. Show it to me. Here is the message. A prisoner escaped from Cairo on February 21st. Cairo has been busted. Cancel the transaction at Abu Simbel on February 22nd. Return to Cairo via Karnak, then to New York. Attention, surveillance should be increased. Should we send men? The prisoner is me, and the package is crates of smuggled weapons. So this telegram was clearly intended for the killer I'm looking for. Louise Bourget could be Emmy's killer.
No, I understand how you could come to that conclusion. But this telegram was not intended for Louise Bourget. It was for someone else. Yesterday, Lynette Doyle mistakenly received this telegram that was meant for Riquetti. When she returned it to him, he was furious that she had read it by mistake. Now, I understand why. Riquetti is your man.
Where's Riquetti? He was right there. He's gone. I'm sorry, Mr. Poirot.
Of course. Miss Royce, good luck.